Hey, what's up, guys? This is my Week 4 commentary on the Pokemon Battle League. So this week I played Brenden, who is Coach Gray, which is very infuriating to me, for those of you who know me. Anyways, so let me start off by saying I realized that I cannot just watch movies for my commentaries and talk about them. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of hard to follow listening to a movie. This week I'm sitting here watching the battle, and I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, watching movies is just kind of repetitive, I guess. So this week we're gonna take questions from the audience. All right. So our first question comes from a Mr. Jason Stipman in Des Moines, Iowa. Alright, Jason asks, Jacob, every time I go out to get the mail, I trip and fall down in my driveway. My driveway is just gravel and not cement, and my tiny little feet get stuck on the rocks. What should I do about this? Alright, well, Jason, let me start off by saying I'm really sorry to hear about your gravel tripping problem. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I am drinking a Fresca. Fresca is a product of the Coca-Cola Company. Fresca, a calorie sugar-free replacement for Sprite. Jason, so when it comes to your little feet thing, my first suggestion would be get bigger feet, man. That's the bottom line. Just go out to the shoe store, go to the back dark room behind the shoe store that they have that we're not supposed to know about, and tell them your shoes don't fit the way you want, and they'll hook you up with some bigger feet. But don't tell anybody you know about that, because they will kill you, or me, mostly me, if they find out I'm telling people about the foot section. With bigger feet, you'll be able to walk on that gravel a lot easier. It won't be such a problem. I know that for me, my issue was giant blades of grass. I used to have a hard time getting across my lawn. Actually, I'm going to take a personal stance on this one. And yeah, giant blades of grass would just keep me from making it to my mailbox. I'd smack right into them, and they'd cut me, and I'd bleed for a few hours. It was painful. So what I did was I just shrank my lawn. I set the belt to M for mini, and I just shrank my lawn. So, you can always make your gravel bigger. It can go to W for Wumbo, but I don't know. Bigger feet just seems like a huge plus to me. That way, it'll be easy to walk. You can swim like a fish with those giant paddle feet, and you'll just be able to kick harder, I guess, too. If you can't afford a new set of feet right now, and you don't have a size transponder in the belt, stop getting your mail. That's option 3. Just go paperless, man. Have your mailman come up to your front door. He'll walk on up with his normal size feet, and he'll give you his phone number, and your United States Postal Service delivery man will text you pictures of your mail. He'll open it up for you. He'll text you pictures of the envelopes and of the mail contents, and that way you can get your mail through your texts. When you have to leave your house again, you and your postal delivery man or woman will become better friends. That way also, once you have his number, you can call him on a Saturday night once you get drunk. Ooh, I'm sorry. I just watched his, that Swords Dance on my Celesteela. It was so greedy. And you paid for it. Greed doesn't pay. Okay, moving on. Let me see. No, you're from Texas. No, you're from Texas. No, no. This is a dick pic. No. Okay, here we go. This question comes from Heather Stanley of Jacksonville, Florida. Heather asks, Jacob, how come you keep emailing me at 2... Okay, never mind. We're going to jump to Balake... How do you say that last name? Kuvala? I can't speak Native American. Balake writes in, and he asks, Jake, sometimes when my girlfriend and I are getting intimate, I can only think about the unexplained resolution to why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, I had to translate that, by the way, because it was in Native American. Let's dive into this one real quick. I am fascinated by this because, as all of you know, I am a very adamant activist in the world of cinnamon toast flavor. I've been in all the magazines. I've been in CT Weekly, Cinnamon Toast and You. I was on Ellen, and her and I talked about the whole thing, about the few years we spent in Africa and the cinnamon mines. I mean, you guys have seen me around. You know. And so I was eager when I got this question because the answer, I think, is duh. I mean, come on. Duh. Sex is easy to explain. People know why we do it. It feels good. But why do people eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Why? Why do they do it? If you want the cinnamon toast flavor, cinnamon toast is a perfect breakfast food. It's acceptable to eat for breakfast. It's not like you're eating A1 steak flakes. I'm good at patenting that, by the way. It's not like you're eating A1 steak flakes, and it's like, well, I shouldn't eat this for breakfast because steak. No, it's cinnamon toast. Just make cinnamon toast. It's absurd that it's a cereal, and you're wasting your money. Kellogg's, don't sue me. But let's dig deeper into the question. Balake, maybe you're cinnamon sexual. All right, now it's out there. It's a thing. I think you need to open your mind and consider it. I know you're worried your parents are gonna, be judgy and they might understand right away. But being cinnamon sexual is something you just have to be open with and face. I mean, my cousin, she's a cinnamon sexual, and well, we shipped her right off to rehabilitation camp, but that's not the point. The point is, people might understand maybe, and you gotta follow that dream. You do. Oh, this stupid bronze thing, using Protect over and over. But Stealth Rocks was a good move. You hear that, Balake? Stealth Rocks. That's how you solve your cinnamon problem. And if you don't want to come out as a cinnamon sexual, Balake, maybe just break up with your girlfriend. Maybe date the cereal. Form a relationship. Take it to movies. Take it to dinner. Have breakfast with it. Eat Cheerios in front of the cinnamon toast run. See how it reacts. Really feel out how it cares about you. I think my attitude towards this situation is very explanatory towards my dating life, and I think I'm opening the eyes of a lot of listeners right now, and I'm glad to do that for you. But Blockade, maybe fill a bathtub with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and just nail her in it. I mean, just roll around in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Really get the best of both worlds, man. And if you find yourself thinking about other breakfast cereals, you got a problem, and you're gonna need to see a therapist. But, ooh, the crossbow went down. Ow. Anyways, it's not really. Ow, I won this battle. Spoiler alert. What isn't a spoiler is me letting all of you know that Fresca has 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 protein, and only 35 milligrams of sodium. Great replacement for Sprite. Also made by the Coca-Cola Company. You can't go wrong. Give Coke your money. Where was I? Sex and cereal. Oh, right. I'm pleased to give you advice. And if your girlfriend's not open to that, leave her. Find somebody better. Find somebody who wants to get, pressed down into Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, maybe that's just something you gotta accept. That's gonna happen. But I mean, Blake, what's most important is that you just you love yourself, and you don't get any of that cinnamon dust inside your girlfriend, because that's a waste of cinnamon dust. Just shove that stuff in a vial and send it to me so I can keep injecting it. Yeah, I'm actually kind of watching this real quick. That knockoff against Salamence was, oof. That didn't feel good. But, thank God I outsped and got this Fire Blast off. Because Salamence in the game, kill Origami thing as it dies because it's paper, and GG. Right there. Now Salamence is able to outspeed, and I got, the Stealth Rock still up, which kind of helped, but that was game. Evan pointed out that I think the Greninja switch was the game for Brenden, which was weird because Mach Punch helped. Anyways, that's the end of the Poke Battle, and that was all the advice I had for Blake. Heather, I'm going to keep emailing you. Don't worry about it. And Jason, good luck with the feet thing, man. Let me know how that works out. And if you need giant shoes, I know a guy. All right, guys, thanks for listening to my commentary and input on this battle. I hope you guys all got a good insight onto the way I think and the way I look at Pokemon and my kind of headspace and mindset while I'm battling. Have a good week 5, and I'll see y'all next week.